morning. This is Scott from Scott Shop Media. Today is Thursday, November 12th, and this is what is happening on the mountain. After a couple of quiet days, CalTrans started some construction projects back up today. Nothing that should affect your commute too long. No major incidents to report today as far as traffic is concerned. Weather is going to look great this week. We did have a couple of storms in our forecast. One supposed to come in this weekend, one that was supposed to come in early next week. Those both look like they are going to miss us completely, and we should be in for actually some really decent weather this weekend. There are no fires currently reported on the mountain, no other major emergencies going on. We did have 2 crimes reported on the mountain yesterday. There are 3 Southern California Edison maintenance outages affecting a total of 41 customers, and 7 new COVID-19 cases were reported yesterday. And unfortunately, we saw our first death on the mountain in several months. So that's a basic update. If you have some time to stick around, we'll go into some greater detail, starting with traffic. No major incidents going on. CalTrans does have 3 projects scheduled for today. The biggest one is this ongoing emergency work and some shoulder work going on State Route 38 between Old Mill and Jenks Lake. Have you down to 1 lane at times for that long closure. And so just make sure you slow for the cone zone. Give yourself plenty of time if the 38 is your route today. State Route 189 over here in the Twin Peaks area between Lake Gregory and State Route 173, you'll be down to 1 lane at times for guardrail work and some roadway excavation going on. And then the long-term project is restarted down here. They're widening the 210, and so at times this is an overnight closure. At times, all the interchanges from eastbound, westbound 330, and northbound, southbound 330, eastbound, westbound 210, you may find a closure overnight, but they'll have detours set up, so that shouldn't affect your commute too bad if you travel up and down the 330 in the evenings. Next, weather's going to look great this week. We originally were forecasting a small storm, a slight chance of some snow and rain this weekend, and a bigger chance on Tuesday. That all looks like it's going to miss us. Those 2 storm systems, thanks to the jet stream, are not going to make it our way. But what we are going to get is a nice little warm up between now and early next week. A few degrees each day, maybe a total of 15 to 20 degrees by Tuesday before we see another cool down by the weekend. So definitely fall-like weather to enjoy. There are no fires going on the mountain right now, no major incidents to report. We did have 2 crimes reported yesterday. Over here we had a commercial burglary in Lake Arrowhead, and an assault with a deadly weapon over here in Sugarloaf. Southern California Edison is currently reporting 3 power outages. Cedar Pines Park, 6 customers are without power until about 4 o'clock today. Over in Twin Peaks, an additional 25 customers without power until early this afternoon. And then Arrow Bear Lake, 10 customers are without power until about 4 o'clock this afternoon. All Edison projects designed to help us with future power outages and, more importantly, fire safety. Lastly, COVID-19 update. It's too early for today's stats to come out, but yesterday I posted 7 new cases on the mountain, and unfortunately we saw our first death related to COVID complications in Sugarloaf, and that was the first death reported on the mountain in several months. So the new cases, 3 new cases in Big Bear City, 2 new cases in Big Bear Lake, 1 new case in Crestline, and 1 new case in Lake Arrowhead. So total of 9 new cases, 7 new cases. I'll do the math properly. On the mountain, we've just exceeded a total of 1% of the mountain population has now tested positive. And we are under widespread This is a 7-day average with a 7-day trailing. So we're at widespread averages on both halves of the mountain, Bear Valley, as well as the rim communities. But as far as our uh, daily risk goes, we're at a 14 from yesterday. Uh, in order to be uh, drop down into the lower tier with less restrictions, we need to remain below a 7.0. So you can see on the mountain, we're far from that. Countywide, or even further, we're at 33, uh, 33.1, which means 33 people out of 100,000 tested positive yesterday for COVID-19. Statewide, that number was 20.6. Nationwide, that number is a 41.3, which is huge. So still, we got some work to do. Still a long ways from flattening this curve. So remember, when you're out and about, put on your face covering and maintain social distancing. That's all that I have for you today. Again, Scott from Scott Shot Media. Feel free to email me, text me, or follow along for late breaking news on our social media channels. Have a great day.